Hey everyone, welcome to my show, My So-Called Fabulous. I'm Tiffany. Welcome everyone, and today I am bringing you happiness. I'm just doing it. I'm bringing you happiness because my guest today specializes in happiness, and we're going to show you and tell you how you can create this life that so many of you have asked. How to change careers, how to start over, where to start over, and so much more. So I am bringing to you, okay, this is his name. Go ahead. Get ready, everyone. Captain Casual, welcome to the show. What an intro.
Reporting for duty. Hello.
Right. Welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Do you want me to call you Captain or Casual? I love them both.
Casual.
Yes,
I trust your judgment.
So I met you, gosh, it's been about a year now, at Atlanta Kay's.
Time's flown.
Yes, her fashion show.
Yes.
And I met you, and you were just so intriguing. I was with my friend Shop with Bonnie and my daughter Kennedy, and
yes.
I've been kind of waiting, going, I wonder if this one will come on my show. We'll see.
Yeah,
but it is so nice to meet you. You have an intriguing story. And when I say what I just said, specializing in creating happiness, what does that make you feel?
I like to think that I am a happiness dealer in some way or another. You know, this is all kind of about me living out my second life, and the purpose is kind of distributing happiness around with my art. So, yeah, that's kind of what it all means.
So let's back up a little bit. We have so much in common, but we both have lived in Coppell, Texas, which is between Dallas. Yeah, Coppell Cowboys. See, I know that. So you grew up in Coppell, and went over to the other university after that, not TCU. He went to Baylor, but he's assured me he's not a sports fan. So
Bears.
We're good. Go Bears, yeah. So my sister went to Baylor, so yeah.
Fantastic school.
After you graduated Baylor, but wait, let's go back up. You have sailed 20 and under the age of 22, 40 countries. Sailed.
Grew up traveling. Yeah, really lucky. Got to travel around as a young kid. Two younger brothers and my mother and father were just really into traveling. And so by boat, we went to all sorts of countries and had an absolute blast. And so, yeah, have really shaped me.
So in shaping you, but Captain, you have a degree in finance, okay? So to me, this man, I want you to go and I want you to check him out on Instagram, on his website, and we're going to give you all that in the show notes and talk about it. But I want you to really observe, because he is a master artist. He has the most fabulous art pieces. And so I look as a person, I'm very creative as a chef and as a creative director, how I couldn't do a finance. That is two separate brains.
Yes.
So explain that, because that is two.
Yeah.
You're at two opposite ends of the alphabet.
You know, there's at least 2 or 3 people inside of me. I really feel like that.
Is that it?
Just
okay.
living different lives and having differing opinions. So yeah, you know, trying my hardest to keep it all together, but living this second life in a much more fun way.
Right. Yeah. Because you had a degree in finance. You graduated
9 years in finance.
Yeah, you were with a big firm.
I've lived many lives. Yeah, I was a frat boy. I was in finance. I've traveled the world.
Right.
Yeah. So now I'm living the artist life. It's amazing.
But you know what? I'm going to stop you, because this is the life that we all should have, that you get to lead and you get to determine what you want to do. And we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yes.
But back to the finance. So that is a different brain than your career now, just observing and with science as well. Dude, it's science. I mean, so if we talk about finance, that's a high stress job.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I thought for a minute I'd be trapped in finance forever and never escape. And getting to do something now that I'm so compelled to and so passionate about is utmost pleasure. Truly feel like I entered in some sort of cheat code in life, and I'm getting to live dreams.
Right. I have so many people that reach out to me throughout the years, not just on the social platforms that we've done this about 4 years, and not just that, but people really coming to me because I had a career change. And although I stayed in the creative mode, I had a career change. What was the catalyst for you changing careers? Because finance and art.
Oh, I died.
There it is. I've been
no big
out,
deal. So punchline, in 2015, I have a heart condition, and I actually, for 12 seconds, flatlined and woke up in the back of an ambulance to them cutting my shirt off, and decided life is short, and found a way to change my life from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that because careers can be stressful. I mean, every career can be stressful. It
was a little stress induced. So I have a heart condition called an enlarged heart. Stress did it no favor, but certainly other contributing factors. And went to get a chiropractic adjustment, and while in the waiting room began to seize. Ambulance came. Died in the back of it.
Wow.
Spent a couple days in the hospital figuring out what the heck.
Yeah.
And just woke up a different person. That's why I kind of almost go by Captain Casual. Not almost, I do go by Captain Casual now. It actually started when I was in finance because I wasn't ready to leave right away, right? I wasn't a great artist at first either, so I couldn't have been a full-time artist.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it took so there was 3 years of overlap where I did, work at the investment firm, and then by night I was Captain Casual fighting bad vibes with beautiful colorful art, or at least my best attempt. And 3 years of overlap, finally built it up and decided to leave and go full casual. But it did take a while.
It takes a while. And it takes not only, I'm sure, financially, right?
Yes.
You have to think of finances. Because I'm sure in the finance world, you weren't doing poorly.
No, I was making great money, having a blast. Partially maybe what led to me dying is just an unhealthy lifestyle.
Well, I don't know if it happens like that.
Lots of stress, lots of whiskey.
Yeah, got it.
I now don't drink. I haven't drank since
You
2015.
told me that.
Oh, it's amazing.
You just stopped.
Yeah, completely stopped. I mean, I have my vices. I don't think we can mention them on here, but
hey, that's all you. The ratings are ratings.
Respectful.
Exactly.
Very respectful. But life is what you create it to be. And so I decided to start building a better life that I liked for myself. Right. And at that point, I was making a lot of money, but burning the candle at both ends and not truly enjoying what I was doing. So
what was your role at the firm you were at?
So I was there's many ways to say it, but I was an option trader. I specialized in volatility, and I was one of our chartists. So I spent most of the day looking at charts and screaming on a phone while creating strategies for funds, like investment funds or people, things like that. But that's very, very stressful.
High stress.
Yeah.
And going from a serious, you were saying you rang the bell. And
I was the guy that rang the bell each morning. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
I had a big wooden hammer and a big brass bell that sat on the desk, and every morning, and bing, 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 bing.
There you
and
go.
On Fridays, I'd be like, "Market's closed. Go home.
Start drinking, everyone." Yeah, exactly.
Get on with your life.
But did you know you wanted out? When did you know?
I was really good at it, and I honestly it was the reality that I had come to accept. I thought, okay, I'll probably do this, and I'm setting up my retirement fund, and this is what I'll do until, I'm 62, and to now be living every day like it's Saturday, like a weekend.
Wow.
Like I'm doing my hobbies. I'm doing the fun things. I'm meditating each morning. My biggest decisions usually are, obviously I run multiple businesses and I have an investment portfolio that I maintain, but large in part, my toughest decision is what I should eat if it's going to be like a smoothie or eggs or something. You're cracking me up.
Oh my gosh. So struggle is real.
Keeping life simple and trying to mix in as much fun as I can and just pack the memories in like a suitcase.
Wow, because you've been there. You flatlined.
Yeah. And life is literally shorter than you think.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I have that tattooed. I actually tattooed this on myself. Life is short.
Oh, my Lord.
You see this?
What?
I tattooed that on my own
Okay, hold
arm.
that up so we can see this on YouTube. Oh,
It's a whole situation.
Life is short. You did it yourself?
Well, you know what? So a couple people wanted my Captain Casual, the tattoo.
Your logo that we have.
Wanted it,
yeah.
They wanted it tattooed on themselves.
Okay.
On them.
Yes.
And so there's like 8 people in the world with casual tattoos out there.
That's cool.
And so I said, if I'm going to do it, I'm not going to borrow a tattoo machine. So I bought a tattoo machine. And, boredom strikes.
Oh, my
Once you're able to, avoid it. Twice, you look at the tattoo machine, and then third time boredom hits and you're like,
here we go.
Let's see what we got.
Didn't that hurt?
So I did this flower. I did Life is Short. I did this one. This one's fantastic. It's an excellent metaphor. It's a paper airplane flying above the shadow of a jet.
Andrew, can we see that?
And so it's all about believing in yourself and believing that you're the jet and not the paper airplane.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of like a cat looking in the mirror and seeing a lion. Yeah.
Wow. That's okay. Let me ask you, did you actually do it to yourself?
Yeah.
That
it was
hurt.
Fantastic. I loved it.
Oh yeah.
No, it was great.
Really?
Anybody.
No alcohol.
No alcohol. Well, rubbing alcohol, to keep it clean.
Okay, all right. You heard it right here. You did it to yourself. I just don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
I can't even pierce my.
Saved some money and time. I learned how to cut my own hair, as you can tell.
Oh my God. Y'all, this is why you go to my YouTube channel to see all these fabulous things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you did the tattoo. You've got, y'all, if you want the tattoo, reach out to Captain Casual. But yeah. Okay. So you did that. I just lost my whole train of thought here. Dear God.
It's a whole situation.
It is a situation. So, okay. So I agree with you. I have not flatlined. I pray I don't. But
Best thing that ever happened to me.
But
don't recommend it, but it's awesome.
So, how? Because it changed
your life. It totally
your life.
repurposed my life.
Repurposed your life.
Yeah, repurposed. It gave me divine perspective and ability to just jump on what I want to do.
You say on your website, perspective and life's biggest mysteries. What is that?
Perspective on life's biggest mysteries. Yeah, I think one of life's biggest mysteries is what is happiness, what is purpose, what creates the two, and does one lead to the other?
And you didn't think about this before? You really weren't this...
I wasn't super profound.
There we go.
Not that I am now, but
yeah.
I've taken several mushroom trips. I've seen my inner self now, and I'm wise.
You're beyond years.
It's great. I would recommend that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a journey.
There's that.
That's a journey.
That is a journey. Well, I wouldn't know, but so I'm going to go to health. So I've had some health scares lately, and my husband has recently,
okay.
and we're young, and it has created this perspective of, damn, this could happen to me. Like this is, life is short.
It's so much shorter than you think.
Than we thought.
Like, what if I told you that life is like a weekend, and you're on Sunday, sister? Like, it's time to go to brunch and have some freaking fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
What I did was it helped me realize that it was Saturday and that I had only a day or two left to start having a great time.
You are so wise.
And so to treat every day like Saturday is difficult because, obviously everybody has a 9-to-5 and making money is a different sort of thing. But to get as close to your Saturdays as possible is fantastic. So
I had a friend when I was living in Austin that was a family law attorney, and she's my age. She's in her 50s, and she wanted to quit her job and be a Pilates instructor.
Oh, cool.
Today she is, but her financial status is not where she was.
Sure.
So
it'd be tough.
What about the people? What do you tell people going, well, that's all great because you did start another career we're going to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, what if...
currency comes in all forms. not just money. And you don't pay for, sure, you pay for your apartment with money, but you pay for your life with time and how you spend it. And so, keeping score by smiles instead of dollars is an important kind of viewpoint to hold. Mm-hmm. And so, money's important, but finding an appropriate balance for your lifestyle and your budget is utmost importance.
Right. I was, I don't know if you know, but I had a career and had many contracts and working in television, radio.
Oh, cool.
I'm a chef, so my career is food. And
I knew you were a chef, but I didn't scroll too deep.
Yeah, that's okay. Scroll. Yeah. And so my career, being paid by every brand or every company was nice.
Yeah.
And I made this decision right before COVID, and then COVID put us over the edge to start this project.
Cool.
Because I wanted to do something myself and share me and what, not me.
Well, you're fantastic.
But not that I'm fabulous.
How dare anybody hide you away?
Well, what it was though was I wanted to share I've been kicked in the ass. And when I got up, how I got up and how I survived, and some success, but I learned more from my failures. I say that all the time. And
that's what it is.
Yeah, my experiences. So I wanted to share that. I'm not making any money right now. I mean, it's my income. So I understand. Sure. And I'm married. I have a partner, and there's that. But it's a fear. It is a big fear.
It is. It took me 3 years to build up Captain Casual. Once it finally started, I had just gotten a deal with Nike and done this. That was really, I guess I can't just mention that. So I hand painted 150 cleats, and we gave them to inner city football teams.
Yes.
It was so fantastic. Nike rolled into town, built a football field with a stadium and everything like that, goalposts and stuff. And for, I want to say 2 months, they bussed 3 different football teams in to train with Nike athletes and wear these brand new Nike cleats. But at the end of practice, they would have them take off the Nike cleats and they'd have to go back to their respective homes.
Wow.
And then on the very last day of the camp, they get there, and in their locker is a box with hand painted cleats that I had painted.
That you had done.
Yeah, it had their school logo on it and stuff like that. It was Dallas Carter.
Yes.
A couple of other schools.
I mean, successful football teams too. Oh my
Certainly.
gosh. Oh,
certainly.
For sure.
I cried. They were crying. It was really cool. It's on my social media.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's fantastic.
And that's, what a difference that made in your life.
So to do that and then go back to the office on Monday, I was like, what in the heck am I doing here?
Right.
I have so much more to be doing. Mm-hmm. And so I really tried to find a way to expand my reach and spend more of my time doing that. So I made sacrifices at first, of course, but in only one form.
Right. And adjustments.
Yeah.
You make adjustments, I know you do.
And things work out. You find a way.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I always say this, and I say this to so many people. Things always work out.
Yeah.
It does not, you may not be the outcome, and there may be a few years off your life, but things always work out.
A couple times I considered getting an OnlyFans or something, and just shaking this booty for all it's worth.
Just doing what you do.
Just seeing what's up.
Maybe I should
Testing the market.
Should I do that, Andrew?
You don't think you're going to, and then you hear what people are making, and you're like, well, check this booty out.
Hey, you know what?
Look at this bad boy.
Well, then there's that, y'all. You heard it right here.
That.
We're coaching.
Don't even listen to this.
No, don't even listen to this. Okay, so then some other brands you work with, and I want to know how you did this. Louis Vuitton.
I guess I wore this shirt. I'm a little poster child right now. Talk about there's Kool-Aid in here.
Of course.
Love Louis Vuitton.
Yes.
Big brand that I really wanted to work with for a long time before I actually did. And we spoke for 2 years before the project actually went live. A lot of planning. But yeah, designed a colorway. Blue, turquoise, green, and yellow. Basically the colors of this little necklace. This from my collection.
Wow.
And did a mural for them inside of their elevator called the Happiness Portal.
Okay.
And it's fantastic. You can't be sad going on this elevator. That's why it's called the Happiness Portal. Every wall of it is painted, every inch. It's in the Miami Design District.
Yes.
So the scenery is fantastic inside and outside the store.
How fabulous. And like we said in the beginning of the show, we're specializing in happiness, and we're telling you why.
Yes.
And then Urban Decay.
Urban Decay, yes, I love them. That was so fun. Big shout out to Gradient, the company that hired me to work with Urban Decay. And Urban Decay, so fun. Basically, they rolled into LA, and they did a release of like a new lip balm that doesn't wear off, which is very important to you.
You see my eyebrows go up.
I am sad to mention, or I didn't know what Urban Decay was at first.
Sure.
Then I told one of my friends who's a girl, and I was like, have you heard of Urban Decay? And she was like, what the?
Who are you? Of course.
Respond to them.
Yes.
And so it was in LA. I did a bunch of graffiti for them. Had a ball. It was fantastic.
I mean, and what a great company.
It was cool.
That was great.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Neiman Marcus, Tilly's, Effin' Vodka.
Yeah, Effin' Vodka.
What did you do for Effin' Vodka?
They were down in Miami, and I did a live painting for like a vodka release. I think they had a vodka with 50 Cent or something.
Yeah. I'm glad you guessed, because
Is that it?
My husband would know.
It was a long time ago, but I live painted at like a show for them. It was super fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's in
Tilly's. I did like I custom distressed like a Levi's jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I did a Levi's project with them, and helped them with like a denim release.
Did you ever have an art class in your life?
A couple. My parents were insane about tutors and this and that, and they were actually art collectors.
Okay.
And so they're artists, and they're art and artifact collectors. They collect some ridiculous things,
right,
but also some art. And so I grew up just kind of loving art and having a fascination with it, and didn't paint too much before. And then when I got out of the hospital, I had done paintings in the past in like college, and I'm a pack rat. I still had some of the supplies. And so I did a painting, and it was I loved it, the feeling of it. And I said, I'm going to paint again. Got more supplies, painted again. Someone bought it. And I was like, what the heck? One of my coworkers bought it.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, this is cool, you know?
Yeah.
Did a couple more people bought them. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So the art you paint, and please go to HIP's website and see, graffiti, pop art, is that the kind of art that your parents collected? That what they did?
So website is captaincasualart.com. Captaincasualart.com.
I'm surprised it's not
it would
casual.
take me 2 times, so that's why I said it twice.
Yeah.
No, my parents collect very traditional art. Ballerinas, mermaids.
Seriously.
Landscapes.
Not you.
Not me at all.
Not you.
You know, I kind of put my spin on it. You know, I don't think I could create that type of art if I wanted to. It irks me. Not that it's not lovely
For
and
sure.
can't be enjoyed.
Talent, yes.
But, you know, your house is boring with it, you know?
My house is, I love abstract.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not yours. Your house is fabulous.
Yeah. Oh.
I have no doubt.
But what is the difference between abstract art, which I live on, multimedia? Is that
Multimedia art?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So multimedia art, and went to business school. Totally winging this. So these are my made up definitions. But multimedia and like mixed media.
There it is.
Is like different mediums and things went into it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how I do the graffiti series where I pull the posters off the wall and then put them onto the paper?
Yes.
That's mixed media because it's like paper on canvas and like glue and stuff like that.
See, I love that. I have several paintings with, oh gosh, sorry y'all, but crystals and lava that's just piled on there. And then what is Alana, our friend Alana Kay, with
the epoxy resin.
Epoxy resin.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. Her and I have done a painting together.
I know you have.
Yeah, she's a fantastic artist.
She is. But it's everyone has what's art to them, like
That's the
your
best
parents.
part.
Everyone sees when someone comes in my house and I have this painting and people say, well, I see a cross. I'm like, it's not a cross. They see a cross, or I see waterfalls, or to me, that is so fascinating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a cool.
It's the individual experience and authenticity are so important.
Right.
And for the artist to remain authentic in their approach, and for you to remain authentic in your interpretation and not try to interpret it with any one filter or, cater to any one thing is important, to kind of remain with a clean palette almost, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Do you commission?
I do.
You do.
I like doing other people's ideas to a certain extent.
Right.
But it's got to be
no ballerinas.
super freaking cool.
Yeah.
Or else it's not happening.
And it puts your name on it too.
It's got to say casual, or else it's not.
It's not.
Or else it's not.
It's just not.
It's just not casual.
Okay, so tell us about your company. You paint murals.
Yeah.
You have art pieces on your website. And I was telling him today, I know you have one named Tiffany, and he looked at me like I had 10 heads. But I was like, oh my gosh. Not after me, of course. But yeah.
Close, though.
Close.
Inspired.
Yeah. So tell us about your company.
Yeah, so I do a lot of different things, wear a couple different hats. Captain Casual is who I am. And essentially, I have a clothing brand and an art company. The art company does murals and paintings and things of that nature, works with brands. And then my clothing company is kind of like a athleisure. Lululemon meets graffiti and bright colored art and, shortcut to being the coolest person at the gym.
That will be me.
Yeah.
Soon.
If you want to be the coolest in the gym, you wear it.
I am. I'm the only person in the gym.
Easy peasy.
It's so great. And I was looking on your website. Yes, I love it. And I went, I've got my name. I mean, there's a photo shoot with that coming soon.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It, I love, that's why I created it, was I wasn't seeing what I liked in the marketplace. And that's why I started art too. I wasn't seeing my style of bright colored cowboys and lovers and things of that nature. And I wanted to bring it to light and kind of, I like to think that my colors induce happiness and kind of make you smile. And, that's the whole mission.
If you could give our followers, our community that's listening and watching this, one piece of advice taken from your life, what would that be?
I just got it tattooed like 2 weeks ago.
Gave it itself.
No, I got this one done. It's my right hand, and can't tattoo with my left hand. Tragic.
I know.
But don't forget to have fun. I think that so many people are getting caught up in mortgage, job, health food, gluten-free, whatever it is, that they're forgetting to just have fun. Play around.
Yeah.
I'm not telling everybody to go skip around in the park or anything like that. Fun means so many different things to different people. And I think that people are forgetting to have their version of fun.
Right. And what everyone's version of fun is.
It's different.
With health recently in the last year for me, and I am very intense. I'm an intense person, type A.
I love that about you.
Well, I drive my freaking husband crazy.
Yeah.
I drive him.
Well, somebody's got to.
Yeah. For sure. And I have said more times lately, in the past 2 weeks for sure, I'm like, it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to go with it. We're just going to go with it. And it's hosting a party for 100 people and something didn't come in. That would send me into a bitchy frenzy. And I said, and Greg's like, really? Who are you? So then I've said it a few times. My daughter that works with me, same thing. I think it's just, you just got to let go of some things.
It's easier that way.
Yeah. It is. It's hard.
I hate to use so many metaphors in speaking, but it's like a river, and you can, go with the flow, or you can just be constantly beat on by the flow. And so to kind of let go and let yourself go with the flow is a magical thing. In its spurts and things of that nature. Sometimes you have to be the rock.
That's true. Do you miss finance?
I still get plenty of finance in my own portfolio. I still have fun with that. But I miss the camaraderie a little bit. It was fun. But otherwise, no. I don't. Work is not fun.
No, I know.
I don't want to tell anybody.
My husband sold his company in 2019, and I remember him, our first few years just on the computer, on the phone, just sell, just on and on, just very intense, and had to be. He has thousands of people working for him. And I remember the day I was sitting with him on the beach in Cabo, and I said, "Do you miss it?" It's the day after. And he goes, "Hell no. I don't miss it. I don't miss it. I mean, because the stress was out of control." And he's like, I'm paying for it now, Heart. And I mean, it's tough. So I am saying that my younger self would probably not say that. I don't know. It's maybe I didn't have that frontal lobe or something. Maybe I just got that last week.
Retire as early as
you
possible.
can. Okay, so all of these tattoos you have. I mean, you didn't do all of them, right?
I've been collecting them.
Okay. Do you have a favorite?
The one I was talking about that we were laughing about earlier, Good Boy.
Good boy.
And it comes from a good place.
Yes.
I got it. My dog used to put his head here, and I'd say, "Mr. Good Boy."
Yes.
But now everybody's just saying I'm a kinky bastard or something. Like I'm Mr. Good Boy or some sort.
You're hysterical.
And it comes from a good place.
It does
I'm like, no, don't judge me. No.
Don't ruin my good boy tat.
I got this from a good place.
I do. I bet you can't imagine. I have 0 tats.
No way. Do you want one?
No, I don't.
You know I'm doing them.
No, and no.
You know what? I think you're just fine without it.
I'm fine without it. Oh my gosh. So anyway, you were telling me about a project you're working on, and I want to come. Can I come? Tell us about it.
I would love to have you. I'm working on a new series. I just finished it, actually, called American Outlaws. Delivered it to Cerulean Gallery in Dallas, Texas. Show is on March 31st. Super pumped. So about a month away, but just delivered the artwork yesterday, and
how fabulous!
It's fabulous.
I can't wait. Okay, March 31st. All right,
we're going to put cowboys.
We're going to put that in the show notes, and
thank you.
I'm going to see you there.
Yes, shameless plug. Thank you.
How can we find you and your fabulous self?
I'm Captain Casual. All over Google and the internet. Instagram and things like that.
It's Captain Casual on Instagram.
Captain Casual.
And everything.
CaptainCasual.
Well, I am just so pleased to know you and consider you a friend.
Are we done already? That went fast.
This is 31 minutes and 15 seconds. I know it's fast. It goes quickly, right? I know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming today.
I had a fabulous time.
Thank you. And everyone, go and check him out. He is fabulous. He absolutely is. And I'm going to grab a piece of that art someday for sure. Ooh. So everyone, follow along. Please go over to YouTube.
Love.
Yeah. And stay with us and let us know what you want to hear and see. Subscribe, rate, and review, all the things. Good grief. And everyone have a wonderful day and keep being fabulous.